Hi. I'd like to ask you first to move into your heart, into your lungs, and feel your breath as it comes in and out of your lungs. Very much like the ocean waves, just allowing the waves to come and go until you feel the rhythm of your breath and the comfort of your breath and the gratitude for your breath. And then find the long bone that goes from here in your clavicle down to the bottom of your sternum. And let the breath kind of brush by that back of that bone. And see if you can feel the felt sense of that spot. It might be helpful to close your eyes to do this meditation. It's mostly an interior place that we go to without losing your alertness and your sensational body. So we're in our hearts, breathing in and out, slowly and easily. And then I'd like to ask you to bring your guides to surround you. So I'll give you a little time to do that. Think about those people who you really respect and who've helped you through your life and who you would like to call on in some kind of a time when you really felt that there was a need for spiritual help. And now let's concentrate on the corona COVID-19 virus that has been wreaking such havoc and making such terrible and positive changes in all of our lives. The slowing down, the stopping, but also the loss of life and the constant trepidation that we might be carrying it and passing it on, or we might get it ourselves, that all of our loved ones are threatened and there's nobody who has complete control over how this occurs. So as Michelina Dream, which I hope you've read before you started this, says, let us address the virus directly. There's a divine intelligence that surrounds us all, that perhaps does us all, certainly created us all. And let us tune into this divine intelligence, which includes this virus. It's not other because there's not anything that isn't within this divinity. So breathing out with awareness in the chest, with the sense of the sensation of your heart. Think of yourself as gathering together this virus, not as an enemy, not as something to be afraid of, but as a part of the universe, as a part of nature, which is evolving and changing just the way we are. And that is not motivated to hurt anyone, is simply motivated to live and unfold. And so let us ask it as though it is part of an intelligence which is all communicating with itself all the time, the divine intelligence, bringing our guides along, letting them help us. Let's take our energies and gather them together, those that are around us nearby, in our homes, in our cars, in our bodies, in our towns, in our communities, and in our states and in our nation. And then let's begin to just gather more and more of them and move them upwards into what we could call the upper rooms, or the more refined places where things do change all the time. We know that it's all changing all the time. And that the possibility of our own prayer, our own surrender, but our own love could bring this virus into a shift that is not causing quite so much havoc or any whatever is possible, but as a group, as a Lama being group, we've all learned a little bit about meditation, and many of us have learned a lot and gone much deeper into our internal states. Just let's surrender to the possibility and give ourselves to it, and let our guides help us to give ourselves to the faith and the possibility that this could change, that this does not have to go on forever, which I think is one of the fears that we're carrying. So let's just bring it up to the whole planet. Let's gather this virus that's surrounding the planet, which is within the planet, which is one of us, a very small particle of what the physical world is, but is still a part of consciousness, and is perhaps one consciousness. And ask it to reroot itself into something that is a little safer for living beings. Lama started with a conversation that I had with my husband going across the Mojave Desert, and he was talking about 200 people in a room meditating to shift things in the world towards more peace, more harmony, more love. So when I read Michelle's meditation, I thought, oh, this is a Lama manifestation of that very early thought about what it could be. It's people working together to improve the world through prayer, through meditation, through surrender into the beneficent sides of the great unknown, what we call God. So she's asked that we continue having this meditation daily. And then she mentioned in her dream that her guides had spoken to her and said, love, love. Every time fear comes up, allow love to take over. Love, when we allow it, is stronger than fear. So allow yourself to, when you feel the fear, feel the sensation of it, and then shift it very gently into love. And you'll find that basically your whole body sensation can change simply by doing a simple meditation like this. And to allow the love to penetrate everything that's happening around you and your thoughts. All of the thoughts about the virus, as well as the other kinds of thoughts. So I hope you'll join us in a kind of a regular checking into this kind of a meditation about the virus. And that in the process that your capacity for love will increase as your falling into fear reduces. Amen.